Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. Today for me is a very exciting video. I know this won't be the video for everybody because it's very niche, let's say that. And we are talking about cloth nappies. Now, I decided before even getting pregnant that I personally wanted to do cloth nappies. It is very environmentally friendly, it saves a lot of money. There's lots and lots of reasons why I decided to do cloth nappies.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay, you don't have to. So when I started researching cloth nappies, I found it very overwhelming. So what I've decided to do is make a series of videos that are going to be as simple as possible so that you can learn about cloth nappies. I struggled quite a bit because a lot of the content I consumed when learning about cloth nappies was American, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it meant that the brands they were talking about did not relate to me when they were telling me what kind of cloth nappies were available to me. And also just like the way they do things is slightly different because they live in America or Canada. Canada was like the big one. So I decided today I'm going to start with the cloth nappies that I use. There then will be another series of videos including my wash routine and just a full Q&A. I asked you guys for questions on my Instagram recently, so I'm going to do a whole video just answering a bunch of your questions. But yes, I am going to then go through my routine as well in another video. But I figured I would try and keep things a little bit more concise and just try and split up each video so that you're not being bombarded with too much information at once, because I would watch these videos that were like cloth nappy 101 and there was so much information in that one video that by the time I got to the end I couldn't even remember what they told me at the start. So I am just going to recommend for this video the cloth nappies that I use, because I use 3 different brands. Ziggy, that's really annoying. Are you guys getting sick of him interrupting every single video? Ziggy, I love you, but you're a pain. My goodness. So the first brand I'm going to talk about is this one here. Now this brand is called, I actually don't know how it's pronounced, if it's Evia or Evia. I'm going to say Evia because I'm pretty sure it's their 2 kids' names combined, I think. I will also link all of the websites and Instagrams down below for all of these brands that I'm going to talk about today. This is actually a brand who have rebranded. They are a brand that I've spoke to on Instagram. They actually sent me this nappy to review and to find out if I liked it or not, as they are relaunching. They actually launch today at 7 PM, which is very exciting. So feel free to go check out their website. They have all of these brand new nappies, which they have just redesigned. So they've been around for a while, but they decided to completely remake their cloth nappies and improve them and just go next level, basically. So the type of nappy that this is, I'll come a little bit closer. With a cloth nappy, basically all the ones I have use buttons. There are ones that you can use Velcro for, but all the ones I use are buttons. Now this one here looks like this on the inside. So it has a 2-level gusset, which is great because it prevents leaks. You then fold the nappy up and fold it like this and clip it on. These buttons down the bottom, these make it taller or shorter. So if you have a really little bub like Harper was at the start, you can click these together and it makes for a smaller nappy. Now that is now nice and short. So then that would flip up like that and you've got a teeny weeny nappy for a little baby. So for me, these are really great. These actually go the smallest of any nappy I've seen because they also have extra buttons on the front clasp as well, so they go even tighter. Like that would have probably fit Harper when she was first born, whereas we had to wait a couple months for her to fit into most of nappies because she was so teeny when she was born. She was only 6 pounds 4. So that's what it looks like. It then opens and there is a pocket here where you can then put the insert. So also the PUL, which is this one, like the actual shell, the outside is made out of recycled water bottles. So even more eco-friendly than just getting cloth in general. They're even using recycled material to make the nappies originally. How bloody good's that? Then the one when I use this nappy, which is the Evia Collective, I also use their tri-fold, which is this big insert. Look how cute their new logo is too. So that is the brand there. So with this one, it folds 3 times It is then 9 layers of bamboo cotton, and I literally just stuff that in the hole like so. And when I use this nappy, I generally use it as my night nappy for Harper because it lasts all night long. She did a 12-hour sleep for the first time ever and did not have a single leak in this thing at all. Then it goes like that. You fold it up, you tuck it in. Doot, doot. Press these 2 buttons together. And that is your beautiful Evia Collective modern cloth nappy. And that is the first one I will recommend because it literally lasted 12 hours without leaking. They're super easy to wash, but that will be a whole nother video on itself. But I have had no problems adding this nappy to my wash routine. Also, the design of these are all local Australian designers. So all of these leaves, and they've got some beautiful designs on their website now, which are all done by a local Australian artist. Now, the second brand I will talk about is Bear & Boho. Now, this is a brand that most people looking into cloth probably have heard of. They have an exclusive range with Aldi, which is amazing. You can get them for like 15 bucks each, which is really good considering some brands are like $35 plus. They also have local Australian designers make their nappies as well, which I love. I have heaps of these because I got them in a bundle, which was really good. It was like 12 nappies with liners, and it was a really good deal, so I got them quite cheap. Now, these ones are a little bit different. Pretty much the same on the way. The buttons are all the same, blah, but these ones have the inside of the ones that I have, at least. They do other ones as well, but the ones that I have, they then have this like waterproof inside, and these click on. So instead of having to stuff them, they get clicked on, which I really like. These ones I use as my day nappies every single day. I find them so easy, so quick, absorbent. They're great. They just use a 1 liner. I do think I might have to get boosters for these when she gets a little bit older and is doing like bigger weaves, I guess. But this I find really good. They again have a nice stringy double gusset, like these little ribbed bits are double again, and they're super easy too. So that is the second brand I highly recommend. There's not really much else to say. I feel like I did a lot of the explaining of the nappy with the Evia collection. So yeah, they go on like that. They're super easy to wash as well. They dry really quickly and they're just great. And again, they fold the same. And yeah, you can get these either on the Bear & Boho website, or you can also get them at Aldi every now and then. They do like special releases. So they are the second brand that I recommend and that I use every single day. Also, as far as Bear & Boho go, I also got all of my wet bags and my change mats from there, just because they were all in like sets and stuff, so it worked out more affordable. So I highly recommend if you're wanting like to go full bundle. These are really good. They do a great starter pack. They have, you can either start with 3, 6 or 12 nappies, and they come often with a wash bag and a mat as well. So it's a really good starting place. And lastly, the last brand I use are Hippie Bottomus, which is this one here. These are also really good for night nappies, I find. They're definitely my third option out of the 3. Like, these ones I use the least. I much prefer my Bear & Boho in the day, and my Evia collection at night is like a dream. I'm going to buy a few more of these because they're just perfect. But I do love having these as a really good backup. There's nothing wrong with them, just my personal preference. Hayden prefers using these. He always puts her in one of these if he's going to change her bum. So obviously it's very much personal preference thing. But same situation, buttons. But on these ones, they're like fluffy on the inside. So that's the material. It's like really soft on her, which is obviously a really nice touch. These I often use as night nappies too. They have the same insert, like you can open and you pop the liner in. That's what the liners look like for these ones. I do then also have a booster, like an overnight booster of these as well. So what I do at night is I put this one in here, like so. And then I'll add a nighttime booster to the skin. And that generally lasts most of the night as well. We very often have leaks in any of our nappies. It's not a problem I have experienced, really, leaks. So I've been really lucky there. These, I'm not gonna lie, the patterns are not as cute, so I don't really, maybe that's why I don't gravitate to them as much. I really like the patterns on the Bear and Boho ones. They're just stunning. Like they just look really nice. And these are a bit bulkier. They don't look bulkier, do they? I don't know. I just prefer these. I have no real reason, but these are amazing as well. I've never had a leak. I've never had a problem with them. They're just not as cute. That's probably my only, but some people would love this pattern, but it's just not quite my vibe. But also it goes under her clothes, so it doesn't really matter, but you know, it obviously does matter a little bit. So that is the third brand that I would highly recommend. There's literally nothing wrong with them. I love them. They're a really good nappy, and as I said, Hayden always gravitates to these ones as opposed to the Bear and Boho, so he obviously finds them easier. And that is the 3 cloth nappy brands I would recommend. Evia Collection, Hippie Bottomless, and Bear and Boho. They are all fantastic, all pretty affordable. I will try and link the websites with like the rough pricing. I will try and put the pricing here for each of them because I can't fully remember, I'm not gonna lie. Especially because I bought them a long time ago now, like literally a year ago, which is crazy to me. Wow. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed listening to the cloth nappies that I, as a mum, recommend, especially as an Aussie gal, trying to do the right thing for the planet, for my bank account, and for my little girl. She never gets nappy rash. They're super easy to clean. I'll get into all of that in another video, which I'm very excited to talk about. But for now, I hope that is a good start for you guys. If you are thinking of getting into cloth nappies, I hope I have made a little bit of sense of it all for you, because it is very overwhelming, and I have a lot of people who are like, oh, I would love to do cloth nappies, but I literally just, it's too hard. Like, I think it would just be too much work, and I would say it probably takes about 10 minutes out of my day every day, and that's it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you are not already, and I will see you in my next video, which will be very soon. Bye.